In today's Farm Report, the USDA has released its Corn Outlook report, and it looks like exports may be up. Cindy Zimmerman with AgriPulse has more.
USDA's first supply-demand forecast to estimate the 2015 crop year is forecasting U.S. corn production to drop over 500 million bushels from last year's record crop. But Seth Meyer with USDA's World Agricultural Outlook Board says there's more corn to start the year with.
We start with much bigger beginning stocks than the prior year, a big jump of 619 million bushels. And although we're trimming production on that lower area and a return to trend yields, that increase in beginning stocks is enough to make year-over-year supplies a slightly larger number in 15-16. Year-over-year, we bump up feed and residual a little bit for additional animals, held the ethanol use year-over-year. That's pretty much tied to expected flat gasoline consumption, gives us flat corn grind for ethanol. A bit more exports on more competitive prices because we see the out-year price at averaging at the midpoint $3.50.
Meyer says that price is lower than last year.
One has to remember that these are prices received by farmers, so they reflect forward marketing opportunities that farmers may or may not have. And in the 15-16 crop year, they just haven't had the forward pricing opportunities that they would have had in the previous year. So that's what's dragging the price down. At the same time, we're tightening up that market in the ending stocks just a little bit.
On a global scale, Meyer says the big U.S. corn crop last year contributed to record world production, which was further increased in the May report.
We actually raised it this month, 4.2 million metric tons, 3 million metric tons of that coming out of Brazil. We were hesitant to raise that last month because we hadn't yet seen these critical rains that in a normal year they don't get them, and that means that the crop is just very average. The last few years they've been getting rain during this critical period, and this has really made their crop. They largely got the rain they needed to finish that crop off, so they've got another year under their belt where they've really benefited from timely rain, and that's what added that 3 million metric tons to 2014-15.
For the coming year, Meyer says they expect the world crop to be lower, but still the second highest on record. Reporting for AgriPulse, I'm Cindy Zimmerman.
Memorial Day weekend is sneaking up on us a little early this year, but it signals that it's just about time for some Of course, those of you up north dealing with snow and frost may not agree that it's summertime yet, but anyway, part of that hot fun in the summertime is outdoor grilling, and we grilled Agriculture Department livestock analyst Shale Shagam on what we should expect to pay for meat going on that grill compared to last year. The answer, mostly more. Your choice beef cuts running about 10% more, and Shagam says,
if we look at hamburger prices, we are looking at a price of ground beef which was about 14% above a year ago.
At an average about $4.20 a pound, it was $3.70 last year. Pork, better news. Pork cuts are running about 1.5% higher than last year.
But we do anticipate that there will probably be some good bargains at the pork counter,
because there's a lot more pork being produced. Chicken leg quarters, there are record supplies.
And we do anticipate quite a bit of specialing on leg quarters as we move towards Memorial Day.
And the start of the summer grilling season. In Washington, Gary Crawford for the U.S. Department of Agriculture.